would you rather float down a river on an air mattress or a blow-up flamingo? And granted, this river is got some rapids on it, some whitewater rapids, so it's not
Weber River.
Sure, I don't know if I've seen the Weber River, but yeah,
okay.
It's not like a lazy river.
Okay.
Not safe for children.
Not safe for children. Dang, I think I'd probably have to go with. I think I might go with the flamingo.
Okay.
Because at least the flamingo, I can have my legs in and kind of steer and kind of give direction, whereas the air mattress just take me wherever.
Yeah, you're just kind of holding on for dear life.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go flamingo.
Okay. I guess I should have clarified. I don't know. Blow up flamingo. There's the inner tube flamingo, but then there's also the giant ones.
Oh, I was thinking the giant one.
Multiple people.
Yeah.
Fit in it. Okay.
Yeah. Or the ones where you just you basically ride it like a horse. And so the head's just right here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
I have seen someone float down a river on a log, kind of like that. Sorry, the imagery reminded me of it.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Gollum?
No, not Gollum. It was real life.
Oh my gosh.
I was not dreaming. I'm trying to think. I'd probably go with flamingo. I feel like that's closer to a raft than air mattress.
That's fair.
I feel like I gotta go against the grain. I gotta go air mattress.
Air mattress? Okay.
Yeah, because if nothing else, you can surf it, you can lie down on it, and if you die, then the air mattress does too, because they kind of suck. And
oh so, my gosh.
I will say, I feel like the air mattress would be just easy to get back on if you get tipped off. There's no right or wrong way. You just have to grab onto it.
Yeah.
But then again, the flamingo, you'd have a better grip. You could put your arm over it, whereas the air mattress, it's flat.
I think they have handles too.
Yeah, you could probably have handles that you grab too.
Yeah, so I think the air mattress overall is the worst choice, but I think it'd be more fun, and that's all I got.
Dude, I had a funny story to kind of go with it. It wasn't an air mattress, but these guys, they got the big 50-gallon water jugs things, the blue ones.
Okay.
And they put just wood across 4 of them, and then they just tried to float down the Oneida Narrows with that.
Oh.
Yeah, it broke apart in 10 minutes.
Oh. The Oneida's not that bad though.
No, it was just a bad ride.
Welcome back to another week of Sam's Midnight Ramblings. Thank you for joining us. Today we have our good friend Jace on the podcast. Welcome, Jace.
Thank you.
This week, Sam is going to introduce our guest.
Oh yes, I'm very excited to introduce Jace. 3 things I know about Jace. One is he's married. Another is he ran the fastest yellow loop on our Ragnar.
Wait, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Crazy. And I also know Jace just ran 30 miles recently.
Yep.
Great.
Those are
Good
3
job.
things I know about him right now. There's more I know. They're just not coming to my mind.
All right, Jace. What else did the listeners need to know
what
about
did I
you?
miss out?
What do they need to know about me?
I covered it pretty well.
Yeah, I'm married. That's what my wife would want listeners to know.
Sorry, ladies.
And then, I end up running a lot. Training for an ultramarathon here in a couple of weeks.
Dang.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. 40 miles. Never done even a marathon race before. But
are you serious?
And also, these 40 miles aren't flat. They
which one are you doing?
are very much one point it's 5 miles uphill, all 5 miles, and then the rest of it is rolling, and then the first and last 5 miles is gonna be flat to downhill. But it's not an easy 40 miles.
No, but it's a cheap one. It is. It's $45. So.
Oh dang!
It is.
That's so nice.
It's very good. It's really well supplied. So that's most of the reason I'm doing it. Sam Clark and I have done this race together a couple of times, but this is the first time I'll be doing it as a solo runner. So
what is this race?
It's called To Bone and Back. And
a bone and back?
To Bone and Back.
Okay.
Bone, Idaho, to be exact.
Bone, Idaho.
Okay.
It's got a gas station and like half a house and a campground.
Dang. Sounds worth the run.
Start in Idaho Falls at probably the orthopedics place that sponsors it.
They changed it to Thunder Ridge High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Started at a high school, ran up to Bone, and run back.
Run back. That's it.
It's like a mini Ragnar. Most people do it in a team of 8. Some do it in a team of 4. A couple people do like teams of 2, and then there's like special ones who do teams of 1.
Yeah, and I've kind of gone in the progression of from the easiest to the hardest races. So my first team was a team of 8 guys, and then we had a mixed team of 8. So I think it was 4 and 4. I don't remember exactly what it was, but 4 girls, 4 guys. Then did a 4-man with Sam, which we actually won by about an hour and a half for our category.
Dang.
It was insane.
Wow.
I think we averaged like a 6:42. It was wild.
I feel like I remember us placing. I don't remember what we did.
We definitely got first in our category.
Okay.
Holy smokes.
We almost beat the 8-man. But then...
That's when I was in shape.
Well,
what are you trying to say, Sam?
That I'm not in shape. I did, so the leg I was talking about, that's all uphill. I had that one that year. And it
was
is
planned.
Literally like 5 miles, and then I had to do another 5 miles, and I could not do that. I could do it probably. I would hurt though very much after. But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a well, I won't say a good time, but like it's it's definitely interesting, and I end up seeing my cousin at every single one of them, and I never recognized him the first time. I ran next to him for half a mile once.
No way.
And he just turned over, Jace, Josh, what are you doing here, dude?
I love that so much. Oh my gosh, dude, that was kind of apparently during Ragnar that happened to me with a couple of people too. On Mars' team, apparently on my red loop, they kept like passing me, and I had no idea. Like, get done, I go back to the camp the next day, and they're like, "Bro, I passed you so many times last night." It's like, you did? What? Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Dang, crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. So yeah, I do that, and I also do a lot of stats. I'm getting my PhD in statistics right now. And that is also a thing that you can do. I don't do very many fun things. When I talk about my life, I'm like, this is just a bunch of things that are just the grindiest, worst things.
Gosh.
But it's what I do, I guess.
That's so funny.
You also play soccer.
Man.
Oh, I do play soccer. That actually is fun. I do enjoy soccer.
That's good. I'm glad there's something that you do that's fun. Oh man, because you were on the team with him when he like broke his ankle or whatever he did, right?
Yeah. That was the only game I came. No, wait, no, that was the last game of that season.
Yeah.
First, I think we might have had one more after that, but it was pretty much at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Rip. I don't know what to say. Well, this week I once again have delicious treats for us to try.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This week, Briar's S'more Ice Cream Sandwich is sponsoring us. Just kidding. I wish.
Please? Is please sponsoring us? What happened? We should reach out to them just to see what people start saying.
Cold email.
Yeah. Hey.
We are shout out. Just send us a box.
We are a booming.
You get an ice cream sandwich.
Let's go.
You get an ice cream sandwich.
This is much bigger than the last ice cream sandwiches we had. Maybe it's just packaging. Oh, I also missed the taste testing that was supposed to happen yesterday.
I wasn't here in Logan for that.
Okay, perfect.
So, for the audience, listeners, this is by Briar's. It's called Campfire Collection S'mores, made with Hershey's milk chocolate. And, yeah.
Give us a description, Jace, of what you're looking at right now.
I'm trying to think. It I mean, it's just like an ice cream sandwich, right? But like, it's weird because it looks like you should be holding like a graham cracker, but you touch it and it's weirdly spongy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are getting that, but it's like...
It's got that like ice cream sandwich type of weird texture thing on it.
It does. So it makes me like it might... It's probably going to taste good. Like, you can't go too wrong with sugar, but...
Yeah.
It makes me worried I'm going to bite into this and my brain's just not going to process.
Oh, wow.
There's like a lot of caramel in it. I was
not really expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit, my bite was kind of like a s'more. Just dying for winter up here. That's good. Food scientist, what's your opinion?
Yeah, it's good. I feel like there's a lot of flavors happening, and I'm trying to be like, is this what a s'more tastes like? And I'm not sure if I'm getting some, but I don't know if like all of it.
Okay, that's fair.
I feel like they tried to go for like the caramelized marshmallow, but they just like put in caramel instead of
letting it be caramelized.
Yeah, instead of marshmallow.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think that's probably why they added it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's supposed to be toasted marshmallow flavors with chocolate swirls between 2 graham cracker wafers.
I don't know about you, but I don't know if the swirls are very swirly.
and at least not on the outside.
No.
It's not swirled.
On the inside it is.
It's like kind of, yeah. But I think it's more swirly with caramel than it is chocolate. But maybe I'm just being very nitpicky about it. Are you trying to turn me into a foodie? Or like a food critic?
Yes. My plan is working. I feel like the wafer, granted these have been sitting out for a little bit, are a little softer than an ice cream sandwich one.
Yeah.
They're not bad. I mean,
I actually
taste like graham
it.
crackers.
Yeah, I feel like they actually nailed the graham cracker taste, but like that's also really easy. That should be an easy one. It's just flour and honey. Too bad it's
That's very fair.
Yeah, I feel like it's good, but I feel like they should have like marketed it different.
Well, it's hard because I feel like I'm getting a lot of just like graham cracker with like chocolate with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
And I think the ice cream flavor is just like coming out.
Overpowering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I don't know if I'm ever gonna buy it again because like it only comes in a pack of 4. And I think I could get more for my money if I bought just normal ice cream sandwiches.
That's fair.
But I would give it a solid, like, I don't know, I'd just go 10, like a 5 probably. And like,
okay, dang.
maybe like a 3 on like the getting to the whole like s'more flavor.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's just like it's good, but it's just like, nah. Like I feel like last week we tried a strawberry Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich.
Oh, that sounds fire.
It was pretty good.
And
we have an extra one.
Oh yeah.
No one ate it.
That's funny. And like I feel like with that it like met all expectations of like this is a strawberry Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich. Like
Not fair.
Whereas this week it's I don't know. Didn't quite live up to the hype. Not that there was like hype to it.
We were so hyped about it.
You guys all know the Briars influencers.
Yeah. Okay, maybe Briars don't sponsor us. It was not a.
It was not.
Hey,
not
we're honest with our. Sorry, you probably can't hear me.
For the listeners, Sam said we're honest about.
We're honest about our feedback.
It's true.
Like if they're sponsoring us, we're gonna give honest feedback so that they can improve.
Yes.
Because I would get behind real good s'more flavored ice cream. Like
That's true.
It could be a fun thing for like summer.
I think we probably just need to dive more into the marshmallow side of it.
Yeah.
Try to get a real nice mix of like a little bit of ice cream, but more marshmallow than ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost even like whipped topping status.
What's the marshmallow fluff stuff?
Marshmallow fluff. I think
it's just marshmallow fluff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the scientific name that you're probably trying to think
of.
Well,
I don't think there's a scientific name.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe like have that.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, because I feel like they do some like marshmallowy ice creams.
Yeah, I think so too.
But maybe they just add the marshmallow fluff to it. I don't know. Interesting.
It is an interesting one.
Okay, Briars, you got some work to do.
Hit us up, Briars. We'll give you more feedback if you send us stuff.
Says ice cream, we'll give feedback.
Yes, ice cream, we'll give feedback. Oh, man. That's how you can sponsor us. Okay. Jace, with it being summer and summer times, do you have anything on your summer bucket list this year other than running?
Other than running, yes, I'm going on the yearly, it's like a quad family backpacking trip. I don't even remember where it is, but oh my gosh, it's cheaper than therapy, and it's so good.
That is awesome.
It is the yearly, like, I go and I just refresh, entirely. Like, I go, I don't even take my watch. Like, I'm out.
You are fully disconnected.
Fully disconnected, no phone, no nothing.
Dang.
And man, it is so nice. And I come back and it's just refreshed. Like, for some reason, it's the only vacation I get every year. Like, I'll go on trips.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go on trips, but like, they're never relaxing. But like, for some reason, like hiking with a 40-pound pack and like 8 miles into the mountains is just relaxing. It's amazing.
Holy cow! Where are you guys going?
I don't remember. I don't. So all the dads of the families kind of figure it out, and then they tell all the they have a group chat, and then which they really should expand to the kids because they keep scheduling it over my wife's birthday. This is the second year. Happily, she doesn't mind. She knows that, like, it's this.
That's fair.
Or I go a little loopy over the year. So I just give her a present and give her a kiss and leave.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Dang, that's a good time though. I really like that. That's a big. I need to do more backpacking. I don't know when, I don't know how I'm ever gonna do it, but I need to do it more.
Here's the thing: I have to feel in the mood, and it kind of has to be my idea, or like.
Jamming about it.
Well, no, like it's just that's not usually my first thing of like fun to do.
Yeah.
And so, like, I've done it in the past. It's been great, but I just have to be in the mood for it, I think. I'm just like, yeah, I'm willing to do that and go camping and everything.
That's fair.
I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is a big to do. Like, it's a lot to get done.
Mm-hmm. And you've got to be planning pretty well for it.
Yeah.
How long are you going for? Is it like a week?
It's half a week.
Half a week? Okay.
Yeah. So it's never too bad.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Where have you gone in the past? What's been like your favorite?
Okay, so favorite place like that we've ever gone is I think it's like 2.5 hours past Stanley, Idaho.
Okay.
Which is a booming metropolis of like 20 people.
I was about to say.
It's probably more like 200, but it's very small. And the last hour and a half trying to get there is like on dirt roads, and it's only about 10 miles, but it's so rocky that it takes you 2 hours to get there.
Yay.
But it's this place called what is it? What's the sheep that can like do insane?
Bighorn?
Yeah, it's Bighorn Crags is what it's called.
Okay.
It lives up to its name. You can see bighorn all over the place.
Oh, that's sick.
It was awesome.
That's awesome.
So that was my favorite one. But we also go into. I don't love the Uintas. Uintas are nice.
Okay.
I don't love them. It's always rainy and marshy. But Wind Rivers in Wyoming.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about that one.
Consistently incredible.
Dang.
Like, it doesn't have my like all-time favorite places, but it has like number 2, number 3, and probably number 4. Like,
wow.
It's
just
so
solid
good.
around the board.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
It's not horrible hiking. We get these like granite cliffs and everything, and it is just beautiful. We slept on top of one of the cliffs at one point. It was very cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So awesome. I love that.
Okay, for those who are wondering, Stanley is a population of 119 as of 2023. And in 2020, it jumped from...
Why is it so low?
Like 60, 70 people to like, I don't know, 130 people. So 2020 was a big year for them.
Did a cult move in? Like, what?
Well, I mean, that's COVID, so I wonder if people just like moved back home.
That's fair.
Like,
dude,
60 people.
The census was in 2020. Think about a worse year to try and just count everybody. I mean, I don't know. Everyone's at home, so maybe that was good.
I also wonder if, like, somehow, like, so our hike in 2020 happened to be right next to Stanley. It was in the Sawtooth Mountains. We were there. The reason why. We brought like 20 people, doubled the town. No, we actually went there that year, and so we went to the Sawtooth Mountains, and you would not believe how busy it was. Like, we saw over 100 people on the hike out.
Whoa.
Which is insane, because, again, it's about a half hour from Stanley, and Stanley's about an hour and a half from the nearest Walmart, and, like, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me, because I feel like COVID, everyone was, like, doing stuff more outdoors, and, like, had the time to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Because when I was a teenager, I did a week-long backpacking trip in the Sawtooth, and we didn't pass hardly anyone except like our last day when we were coming out. People were like doing like day hikes coming in.
Oh dang.
Yeah, and there were definitely a lot of people who were like not normal hikers. You know, like people in flip-flops. You saw other people coming in like blaring music out their speakers. I was like, I came here to get away from you guys.
Yeah. Oof.
Did you guys get any? This is random. Did you guys pick up any new like hobbies or things from like COVID, from the pandemic?
Tennis.
Tennis?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I don't do it a ton, but for whatever reason, me and my sister, we went and bought tennis rackets for 4th of July, and we're just like, we just want to figure out how this works. And I know every year since we have done a tennis tournament with just like our siblings over it.
Nice.
So it's been great.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I was very happy about it.
I don't think I got any. And I was still in school. I feel like I was pretty in a good spot of life when the pandemic happened. Was pretty forgiving. I'm like, I'm a student. We're going online. I keep my job. And I didn't really I'm home now. Like, I need to do stuff to fill my time. I was like, this is normal life. I'm just not doing as much socially. Just doing stuff with my roommates now.
That's fair.
See, and I don't know if it counts as a hobby, but I got married in 2020. So
I don't know if you should call it a hobby.
I wouldn't. But no. So actually, I don't know whether it was because I was married because of my wife, or if it was because of 2020 being the way it was. But I picked up competitive gaming.
Oh, no way!
And I have gotten fairly highly ranked a couple of times.
No way!
In different video games. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which ones you pulling?
So the first one was really nice because my wife and I both got into it at the same time.
Oh dang!
So it's called Pokemon Unite. Kind of obscure, and that's why we got really high ranked in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess it's not well known for a Pokemon game, but Pokemon still draws a lot of people. So we were world ranked top 100 in in a very specific category.
Oh, dang!
Yeah, put that on your resume.
Yeah, I know. I've been tempted. Recently we got into, it's called Marvel Rivals, and I think I'm in the top 92% of all players on the platform.
Oh my god.
You just gotta be top whatever in esport. Just call it
esports.
Yeah,
that's what I gotta do.
True.
Yeah.
Don't call the game, because I don't really it's weird, but just make it super official, in your. I don't know if they do any extracurriculars. I know in high school my resume had an extracurricular section. So just do it like that. Special achievement.
I know. I never know what to do with that as a college person, because I'm do I include that? Because it's it feels weird to go from I've published 3 different papers, and also I like to play soccer.
I feel that though.
Resumes are the most.
I hate resumes.
Dumbest things ever.
I have heard, though, of creating a casual resume, so where you put all of your, like, non-professional stuff on it, where it's like...
Who do you give that to? The people you're dating?
I don't know. They're just, like, it's fun to have.
And then, it's just like, here.
I don't know, because then you, like, meet people, and you can just be like, oh, this is my casual resume. And they'll be like, oh, what's your casual resume? And then it's just, like, such a good conversation piece. I've never done it, but it sounds like it'd be fantastic.
Have a QR code. Just have them
Oh, my gosh. Well, no, because then it's good to talk about it. Because then,
then
you
they
can
just
put the
pull up
Marvel
on their
Rivals
phone. Then you don't
thing,
have to, like...
Then you don't have to talk to them?
No, yeah. Exactly. No, I was just imagining you, like, had a piece of paper, but I guess you could just talk about it.
Yeah.
But, because that might be weird to be like...
Yeah.
Somebody be like, I just have this random guy's resume.
My
like,
casual resume. Here you go. Enjoy.
It's like junk paper now.
I enjoy pickleball on the weekend.
Yes. Yeah. Dang, now I should make one. I'll make one and I'll bring it next time.
Okay, what would be on your personal resume though? Esports, obviously.
Esports, yeah. Gotta have esports. Gotta have running. I crocheted most. I crocheted most of a Gollum figure.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Whoa. Very
impressive. So this is actually kind of interesting. So my wife found this because she is the way she is, and she's incredible because she finds these really weird intersections of very artsy things with things I like.
That's awesome.
Because I was like, I would never crochet unless I was crocheting like the Balrog. Like that would be so cool.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
So cool. And so lo and behold, my birthday comes around this last year, and what do I get? I get an entire pack. It's a beginner's pack of how to crochet, but it includes Frodo, Gandalf, Gollum, and the Balrog. And I was like, okay, I guess
My gosh.
That's legit.
Oh,
it's so nice.
So cool. Like it.
Oh my!
So I have most of Gollum done.
Do you have photo evidence?
Oh, I don't. I should.
Dang.
You'll have to send me one.
Yeah.
Give me a pic.
We'll make that our Instagram post for the episode.
Actually,
what does this have to do with?
Yes.
That would be awesome.
What would be on yours, Sam?
See, I don't know, because I don't know if I'm like super into like anything. Or like I'm into a lot of things, but I don't know if I'm super into anything.
It's a casual resume.
I know.
That's the whole point.
But then the problem is, then it becomes like a 4-page resume.
It's a CV.
Here's all my like average, below average stuff that I do.
Yes.
You just hand out a packet.
Yeah. If you turn to page 15, subsection C, bullet point 2.
See, subsection movies /
yeah,
dramedies.
Yes, these are my recommendations for that genre. Yeah, because I don't know, like I do video games, but nothing like crazy. I do sports, nothing like crazy. I've done embroidery. I've done a little bit of cross stitching. I have started learning how to work on cars. I'm about to remodel my house. Yeah, so
got a lot of good potential.
I know, and then there's other stuff I just don't think about until the moment.
That is true.
So I don't know. That's why I need to make one. If I make one, then I know.
Then you know. It's not to give to anybody else, so that you can look at it every once in a while.
Be like, oh, what are your interests? Let me look this up real quick.
That's funny.
Yeah, what'd be on yours?
That's a good question.
You didn't think you were going to throw it back on you, did you?
No, I did. I was hoping you wouldn't know.
Really trying
Here's
to
the thing. I feel
way.
like some of the stuff that I could include, I'm already going to be including on my professional resume. Like, I've helped invent 4 different foods.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
I'm a food scientist, so that's it's a good one to put on the resume.
That's probably my problem.
Weren't like 2 of those dog treats?
Okay. No, I have worked with dog treats before. And you could say I made new dog treats.
Okay.
But they were never commercialized, unfortunately.
Okay.
And it was more of just like doing like color and like shapes and like flavors. So it was never like this stuff was like we like had to come up with how are we going to define it because it's a new thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's way cooler.
That's way cooler. You made a new food genre.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Whatever. No big deal. That's what I do on my Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's probably, I mean, that I can think of. I mean, I'm a podcast host, put that on there.
Oh, yeah, I forget that.
I'm not confident enough to put that on my, like, resume. But
just everyone you send it to, hey, could you like and subscribe?
Do a LinkedIn post.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, that's so funny.
I would also add on there that he is the biggest changeover from non-competitive Sam like to competitive Sam. So like just have like a thing in there of like, if you want to be competitive, know that you will be talking to a different person.
That's so true. That is very true.
Because regular Sam is very like nonchalant sometimes and very like kind.
Yeah.
Competitive Sam has knocked multiple people over.
I have felt it.
Yeah. You ever get shoulder checked by Sam?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good.
It's a fun experience. You remember it.
Yeah. I still remember one time we were even on the same team, and I drilled him in the stomach with a soccer ball, and he goes, "It's okay," and keeps going, and I was like, I've dropped people to the ground. I've made people
I remember that. That was bad. I don't remember my response of keeping going. I probably just didn't want to get taken out of the game. The game was going. I'm like, I gotta keep going.
You bent over and you're like, huh. Alright, then you just kept going. I was like,
oh my gosh.
I did the exact same thing like a while later I was in the adult league at this point, but I did the exact same thing. I was playing with my little brother, and I hit this lady in the same, like almost the same way. She went out of the game for like 20 minutes, and I was like, Sam took that like a champ.
He ain't no scrub.
Wait a minute, have you just seen me competitive playing soccer?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
I feel like that's when I get the most competitive.
Yeah. I think it was just soccer. I haven't dabbled into the other things.
In sports, I do kind of just like throw myself.
I've seen you slightly in volleyball.
I was playing wiffle ball this Sunday with some family, and I was like diving for the bases.
Oh my gosh!
And it got like kind of bad. Like I had some of my family is like you know, you don't have to dive for everyone. Like I know, I'm just trying, and it was like it's like split second decisions of like, it's not like this is gonna look cool, or it's just like trying to like avoid getting out, and so you're just like trying like maybe this will work because I don't think running is gonna help, and then sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't, and it's kind of bad because I also still have my bum ankle, and I was like, I don't think I should be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. It's fine, we're just short sprints.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. Sometimes in board games or games I can get competitive. It just depends.
Yeah.
On like the people I'm with and just like the scenarios. Most of the time I'm just like, I'm just chill, like having a good time, but then there's like sometimes that like
I get way too competitive on board games.
My wife and I can't play one-on-one. Yeah, so that's something that we can't do because otherwise it's like we don't talk to each other for too long. We're like, okay, that was not good.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Yep.
Dang. I love that.
So, but also talking with her family, I also understand why. They're really mean. Like I remember one time I was playing with her uncles and her dad, and they were giving me so much crap that I started handing, because they were also making fun of her dad. And normally, like, I compete pretty hard against him because I'm like, I want to win, you know, and he's the other person who's really, really competing.
Yeah.
But that game, I was just like handing him cards, like just making really bad trades with him for me. And I tanked on purpose so that he could beat the uncle that was making fun of me.
Oh my god. That is awesome.
I was like, take that leaf.
I love that. Dude, it's always fun when you sabotage everyone else for one person to win. It's great.
Yep. I'm like, I don't even care that like I lost by like 15 points.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The fact that Lance won by 2 felt so good.
That's so good.
Oh Oh man, that happens to me too often. A lot of times, for whatever reason, when people play games with me, their like main objective is for me to just not win. They don't care who else wins. It's just not for me to win.
Not you.
And I'm concerned that I'm just a terrible person, and that just causes people to be angry at me.
It's probably just because you're too good.
I don't think so. I think I'm just a terrible person. You can tell me, Sam. I'm strong enough.
I mean, I haven't played a game with you in forever, but
Is that
I'm
why?
sure you're good. I can think of another one of our friends who also thinks the same thing, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that one's kind of fair, though. She's too good at them. Because all she wants to do is play the games that she's good at, and it's like, no! You're good at them!
That is funny.
Yeah. That's great. Dang. Okay. That was a good ramble. We went through, like, 4 different topics. I love it. Oh, man.
How we do it?
Yeah. Okay. One more question?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I started the questions.
I feel like I asked the last question, but okay.
Did you?
I think so, because wasn't it on the resume one? The casual resume?
I guess it's fair. But I brought it up.
Okay. I don't have a question, but I can think of one.
It's fine. I can also think of one. I just really don't
actually,
do you have a question, Jace?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Way to do it.
I am now the podcast host. Everybody, welcome to Jace's Midnight Rambling. I haven't. My only question is if I can play the foosball in the back.
Oh, yes.
That needs to go on my resume. I forgot. I am really, really good at foosball.
Oh my gosh, we need to play.
Yeah.
I got so good at the MTC, and I've never been able to play anybody since.
Okay,
right
yeah.
Dude, I don't know where the ball went, so we can play with a golf ball?
Might do some damage.
Yeah, it's fine.
A couple summers ago, I guess. It was like 2021, I guess. But I was interning at this place that my brother works at, and it was awesome. It was kind of like a startup company, but they had like a $5,000 foosball table.
Oh my god!
But everybody got into spike ball, so it was always free. So they were playing spike ball. By the way, indoor spike ball also dangerous, especially because they do it in the same room as the table, right? And you have the bars. So you have people like doing weird dives, trying not to impale themselves. It's great. Anyway, so I played there, and like I was definitely the worst person that like generally played, but it's because we had people who could do the thing where they flip it over the back defender.
Oh yeah.
And so like I learned how to defend against it.
It's so crazy.
It's insane.
I've done it once, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have done it.
I know, and I'm like, I got to the point where like I was the worst, but not by too much. I could like hold my own for a while, and then after that I'm like, okay, I think I know 5 people who are better than me at foosball.
Yay!
And so far I haven't been beaten, and so that's my resume.
Nice.
I love that. Dang, yeah, we definitely need to find a table sometime. Yeah. That'd be so fun.
It'd be so fun.
And we can find a table. I'll tell you guys after.
Okay.
To keep it anonymous so no one else flocks there. All you foosball lovers.
Very fair.
I did have a question we can wrap up.
Okay.
What do you have like a favorite memory of growing up in Rigby? So Jason and I, fun fact, are from the same town, Rigby, Idaho. Was in the same class. That's how we met. 7th grade math.
Mr. Chu, yeah.
Dang.
That man ate ramen every day for lunch.
No
I did not know that.
It was just like the soup in a cup.
Oh my god.
We got put on, they didn't have enough desks in the room, so we got put on the like table, I don't know. And Jason would just play calculator games all day, and I would try to learn. Jace is the one who wrecked the curve in math class.
I guess. Okay.
Sorry to derail you. I just
no, you're fine.
A lot of memories just fled back.
Okay. So there's a few. I think there's a few. I think I'm gonna have to skip one because I don't know if you guys are allowed to talk about meth. It was just a kid yelling at the math teacher about how he could. It was John.
Oh, John.
Yeah. He was yelling about how he should be able to use it because some mathematician uses it, and she was like, he'd probably be better if he did.
Was this Mrs. Prater?
Yeah, it was Mrs. Prater. Oh my gosh. His classic Prater Calc 1 hijinks. It was great.
Awesome. That is so awesome.
Still not convinced she's not a Viking. Yeah, she's awesome. She is.
She was an awesome teacher.
Yeah, there are very few teachers better than her.
She gave a lot of hard love and
dude, sometimes
gave it back
really
to the
what
students.
you need.
Yeah, she was awesome. But no, my favorite one also comes from another great teacher. Is Mrs. Fox. Shout out to the. So preface real quick for everybody who hasn't been to Rigby. So Rigby. Back in, what would it have been, like 2012 when we were in 8th grade, I think? Or I guess it was 9th grade. So yeah, 2012.
Yeah.
So they had a middle school and a junior high, and we were at the junior high. And the junior high was built in the 70s, maybe?
I'll look it up.
I think it may have been the 60s. It was very, very, very old, and it was the last time before they took it down, because it was like condemned because it was a death trap.
It was old.
It was so bad.
Oh gosh.
And so we had this science class in a trailer, and it was one of those things where it's like the school district is doing the best with what they had, and so they put the gifted students into a closet because they expect that we'll behave, and that is not a correlation you should make all the time.
Dude, gifted can be the most troublesome you get.
Oh, it was great. So there were a few times, and it was like everything was most everything was under controlled conditions with instructions beforehand. There were always instructions beforehand. I'm going to cover the bases for Mrs. Fox. She was an incredible teacher. She created a safe environment. We made it unsafe. So the three that I'll highlight, actually I'm just going to highlight two. So one of them, the task was to make a hot air balloon.
Oh.
Right? It was you're supposed to do it.
I remember this one. I wasn't thinking of this one. I remember
fewest materials possible. So and she gave us a budget of fake money that we could use to build this hot air balloon. Mm-hmm. And so it was actually the kid who was talking about meth earlier, who was like, we're going to make this as cheap as we could. And most teams came out with $115 or something like that.
Yeah.
We had 10.
Oh my gosh.
Because we used the base materials that we got for free. We unwound the string because the string was made out of 3 different layers.
Oh, yeah.
So we did that. We did some other things like bamboo skewers that were super cheap. Anyways, so we get it, and sure enough, it goes up. It does everything you want it to do. It goes up, but because we unraveled the string, it turns out that one string nub burns. 3 string nubs just kind of melts a little bit, and so it's not bad. But the burning meant that it got to the top, and then it kept going, which wouldn't be bad, but we were indoors. And so the kid, so I'm holding the fire extinguisher. I didn't pay attention to the kid who told me how to use the fire extinguisher. And so I hand it to him. He's about to pull the pin when this other kid gets impatient, takes it from him, pulls the pin, and just goes at it. And it wasn't like a blaze or anything. It was it was probably about the size of a bread box. If you got the 20 questions references. About the size of a bread box, so it's not big. It's mostly made of consumables. But he coated the entire art classroom.
Oh my gosh!
And just completely covered it.
Oh my gosh.
And we had to sweep it for 20 minutes.
Oh.
So that was probably my favorite one.
That's awesome.
Either that or we had another experiment, and I'll keep this brief on account of your schedule.
That's all good.
But we came up with our own experiments, and we were able to work with a few different things, and so we had access to fairly diluted hydrochloric acid, and so what they were trying to measure the how much vapor came out of it, right?
Yeah.
So they had a little bit of hydrochloric acid with a little bit of aluminum, and then they were testing it versus sulfuric acid. So they had balloons that they were holding on top of the beakers, and they're videoing it, and The sulfuric acid one isn't really doing anything. Kind of like fizzes, blows up the balloon a little bit. But the hydrochloric acid one is just going. And it's just like going, and then it starts like bubbling up and bubbling up. And if you don't know about this, it's called an exothermic reaction, which means that it releases heat. And so the kid holding the balloon is going, Mrs. Fox, what do I do? Mrs. Fox, it's getting really hot. And she's like, back away, why are you still there? And so he backs off, and then it just like explodes all over the wall. So we have this silver stain on this trailer wall for the rest of the semester, and and we have it on video. We had it on video too. It's just like the person doing the videography is like just seeing it, and you see him getting further and further away.
That is awesome.
That is one of my favorite memories from 9th grade.
From 9th grade, for sure.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So I know, and if we don't have time for this, it's okay. But what's your favorite memory if we have time?
Oh, I was not prepared for this.
And Sam Ambler, if you've been to Rigby,
were we in Rigby?
No, we didn't get up that far.
Okay.
Rigby.
I have a couple funny, but the one thing first is we mentioned this quote, and it's a favorite of the Ambler family on this podcast, and I want to know if you can recognize who says it.
Who says it? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do it. Sir, what are you doing? Sir, what are you doing?
Sir, what are you doing? Sir, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. That's, what's his face? I can see his whole self. He yelled at me once in the hallway because he thought I was angry. Mr. Shell, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh,
that was the most stressful.
That was like our first drive, I think.
Oh my god.
First or second one. I don't know. Driver's ed was terrifying.
Jeez.
With most of the driver's ed instructors, it was actually pretty good, you know. And we took it at the same. We took it at the same time. Yeah.
Well, I missed herself for the majority of that. I think.
Okay, yeah, that's tough.
I had Mr. Green once, and he didn't talk to me the whole time.
Yep, that's.
I had Mr. Brown a couple times,
which
he was super nice. I liked Mr. Brown, and then I think I had Mr. Thomas once.
I forgot.
He was trying to explain stuff and ask me questions as I was driving, and I was like, I don't know what you're trying to get at. I'm super stressed, and I don't know what the right answer is. And
oh god!
Because it was about he was talking about rolling a baby over, doing it gently and not jerking, trying to apply it to this turning. I don't know, or merging lanes. I don't know, but I was
bro, I've never touched
the baby.
I
didn't get it. I was a stressed kid, and now I'm driving. I'm like, why was I so worried about that? The first time we went 45 miles per hour. Granted, it was a night on a country road. I was like, we are flying. I can't believe we're going this fast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and being in Mr. Shell's car does not make it easier because, again, so he starts out fairly quiet, but throughout the course of the drive, and we went in groups of 3, and so throughout the course of the drive, if you were the third, he just got louder.
Oh.
And more frustrated.
Ooh.
But he'd always call you sir.
That's so funny.
Which one time he did it to this girl, and it was so funny. I thought I was gonna sir, wait.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Yeah, we quote that way too often. All the time.
Okay, real quick. I don't know if it's my favorite. It just reminded me, there's a memory with state track junior year, I think.
Okay.
We were at the Boise Mall. I don't know if I should say this might incriminate me. Just kidding. We had a friend who saw you could stop escalators by with how your foot it just thinks it's stuck, so it just stops.
Oh.
And so he, maybe another one, I don't remember if it was multiple, they stopped 2 escalators in the mall, and then they got scared and ran out. Well, we all kind of ran out with them because we were all with them.
Oh gosh.
But
we weren't doing it.
I remember that I think I might have been separate from you, so I came out and he was hiding in the bushes from mall security.
I don't know if mall security was
I don't
tracking us down, but they were just driving by.
Yeah, they were just driving by. He thought they were looking for him, so he jumped in the bushes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, maybe you weren't there.
That
so
same
funny.
mall trip, I remember. I was on a quest that whole year. I don't know if you remember, to find socks with capes on them.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole year I was looking for them. Okay. Finally found them in a store, and mind you guys, I'm a kid from Rigby. We don't really have much in the way of, I'll say, novelty stores. Right? So I saw these socks, and I went to the store, bought the socks, didn't look at anything else in the store, which is important to the story, because if I had, I would have realized what kind of store I was in, because it was Spencer's. So I came out with like a bag from Spencer's, and everyone's like, "What did you get?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I got Superman socks with capes on them." And they're like,
I don't remember. I remember getting the socks. I don't remember the store, but granted, I grew up in Rigby, so
I think it was just me and Matt who were in there. I want to say.
Okay, probably.
So
I was pretty oblivious as a kid. Still am. Something. So.
That's so funny.
That's funny.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to keep going on Rigby stuff, but we should get wrapping up.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right, we forgot to tell you, Jace, at the beginning that we always end the podcast by talking about like big things happening or things we're looking forward to, just like life updates.
Yeah.
So do you have any big stuff happening?
I mean, to Bone and Backs next week. That's the biggest one I have coming up. And other than that, I'm writing a few papers that are going to be fun. So if you guys run in optimal design circles, keep a lookout. I know how much that intersects with any group of people ever.
I try to avoid that kind of stuff.
You sent me good experimental design. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? ChatGPT, homie right there.
Oh,
it helped me. But yes, I might maybe be reaching out in the next day or two, because I'm going to be doing stats on my data right now.
Fun.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Sam.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening?
Did
you give them an update about your softball game last week?
Oh, yes.
And then whatever else I don't need to tell you what to say.
Yeah, so I've gotten busy because I joined the basketball league. Our first game is tonight. I joined the softball league, and I've never played softball before. So we played last week, and yes, I think we only had like 3 or 4 innings in total, because you only get like 50 minutes to play. But we won, I think, 21-3. So it was a good time. We almost went through our entire batting order twice, and we had like...
In one inning.
One inning.
That's brutal.
Yeah, because we have 14 people on our team, and yeah, I think we made it through about 16 people before. Yeah, it was awesome. So much fun.
It was fun to watch.
So hopefully, I mean, the other team was down a couple players, so they weren't at full strength. But yeah, it was a good time. I played in the outfield, and I was like, okay, good, it's never going to come to me. And then every single ball that got hit went where I was, and I was like, why? And I missed every single one.
Catcher. I feel like catcher doesn't get a lot of action.
No,
other than like having to throw the ball back.
Serious, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, maybe I will be catcher. That could be a good idea. I could try catcher. I'll see what I can do.
Anything else?
No. What about you, Sam?
I think my big news last week, trying to finalize details with my move.
That's fair.
So that's been fun, getting some information about relocation benefits. And I don't know, my whole life is like, I want to do a bunch of stuff, but I also have to get my thesis done before I start work.
Yeah.
And like, I don't have to, but I want to get like at least everything written, and then I just have to do edits and revisions rather than have to think of like original thought and words, because I'm gonna be brain dead at work. I don't want to come home and work my thesis after work. So I'm like got like 3 weeks to do that, 2.5 now, and I've got to redo some data. So I'm like, it's pretty much gonna be that for the rest. I have like a reunion coming up, so I'm like, gotta get done before that, and then I'm planning like a short trip that I like haven't committed into it because I'm afraid that like do I need those days to work, or am I going to be done and it's going to be fine?
That's fair.
So I like had made plans to go to like Provo this weekend to like say goodbye to all my friends there, see family, and yesterday I decided not to go. And I'd like started to make tentative plans with some people, so I was like, hey, sorry, my plans changed, I'm not coming. Which is pretty much my life. Like, things are just like, every day.
Very up in the air right now.
Yeah, and like, things can change day by day of like, this is going to be happening.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not, so.
No, that's so fair.
Live my life that way.
So
Great.
fair. Busy.
Yeah. Well, we were going to go short and we didn't, so I apologize, Sam.
Oh, it's all good.
We'll
still
do
shorter than normal.
Quick wrap up. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe if you listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Give us a 5-star review. Drop us a comment about what you're doing this summer. Share it with your friends. I'm trying to think of anything else I normally say.
I think that's about it. Just be awesome.
Yeah. And as always, keep on rambling.